suet cakes.
Yep, the hot meat suet cake. That's
one of my
perfect.
favorites.
Yeah.
And I'll put this out there in my suet feeders, something like this, a
Yeah.
traditional style suet feeder.
Yeah.
And but there's another way I like to do it. Here is just a piece of wood. It looks like a fence pole.
Where'd you get it?
And I just made it.
You did?
Yeah, and
Aw,
just simply took
nice.
a drill and drill
Yeah.
with a wood bit and drill some holes in it part of the way. And I drilled some little holes and stuck some pegs in there.
Yeah.
Not
Oh,
necessary.
so they can stand?
The bigger birds can do this. The small birds have no trouble because this is rough.
Because they just hold it.
And if you look, there's some little saw cuts right here.
Yeah.
This little ones, give them place for their claws to hang.
Uh-huh.
But the perches are good for some of the bigger birds, like the bluebirds who can't hang on the side as well. Now, I'll take one of these cakes.
Yeah.
I'll just lay it down and I'll just cube it.
Yeah.
Hit it 3 or 4 times with a knife and stick the squares right in these holes. Makes it
Now,
very easy.
because that's the hot meat, do you have to be really careful not to touch your face and all that after you handle it because it's got that habanero chili pepper?
You probably should, yeah.
Yeah.
You probably should. You will only touch your face or eyes one time after handling this. After that, you'll wash your hands really good. You may want to wear gloves when you handle this and put it in there, especially when you're mashing it with your thumb and all. But just wash them really good with soap and water after you're through. Just be careful not to touch your face. It's hot enough to burn your eyes and make you tear up. So, but just a good way to use suet. All the flavors, just cut it up in little squares. I throw mine in a little plastic container with a lid on it, and I'll go out there and poke them into the holes and hang another suet block out. So they have plenty of suet. Very important food in the wintertime.
And what type of birds would you expect to attract with that
Everything.
hot meat?
The nuthatches, the woodpeckers, bluebirds, and the warblers that stay in the U.S. during the wintertime. There's a lot of birds. Basically, if they get to it, the blue jays will come over there.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think of some birds that don't eat this.
Yeah.
It's only restricted by who can get on here. With the perches, you can get like mockingbirds and all come over this. So very good, and especially when you're talking about the feeder like this with the suet type products in there. Everybody will get in it.
Yeah.
Everybody.
Yeah.
And if you're having a problem with squirrels getting in a feeder like this, you could also use cold seed sauce, flaming squirrel seed sauce, and coat this before you put it out here if you're having problems with squirrels. And the birds won't care. They'll love it with a hot sauce on there. But the squirrels will leave it alone. Then the birds can get this all to themselves.
Yeah.
So
that is such a beautiful feeder. I think anybody would love to have, a feeder like that for Valentine's.
Yeah. And if you want to make your Valentine one like this, don't tell them you just got a piece of wood and drill some holes in it. Tell them it's fancy.
No, I think that's even more special because a handmade gift is better than anything.
Yeah. Hello, this is Richard Cole. I want to thank each of you for watching, and I want you to subscribe to our YouTube channel, and don't forget to share it.